Hey, TV fans. Welcome to Tori Talks TV. I'm Tori.
And I'm Dr. S.
On this episode, we'll be reviewing Euphoria, the special episode part one, Rue, but entitled Trouble Don't Last Always. So this, of course, is the aftermath of Rue relapsing after Jules leaves her at the train station. This was one of the most compelling episodes of Euphoria and maybe of my lifetime. How did you feel about it?
I was very surprised at how it played out.
The format.
Because we're so used to it being like so fast paced and so all over the place and like so like frenetic and like lights flashing and makeup and all this stuff. And it was just like basically in one setting for the whole episode.
Yes. And when I was kind of getting the hint that it was going to be in the cafe majority of the time, I was like, oh, that's not going to work. But it totally worked. I was mesmerized. I was so engrossed in their dialogue. Like I felt like I had almost like an out of body experience. I was just let's talk about the dialogue. The writing is amazing.
So I watched the little 6-minute video after the episode on HBO Max, and they showed like snips of the screenplay because the whole time I was watching it, I was like, this has to be improvised because it's so natural. Like they must have just been given scenarios and they're such good actors that they just like played off of each other. But then it was like totally written like that.
Verbatim.
It flew by for me. Like I wanted it to go on and on and on. I just kept thinking like, don't end. It was just so good. It was like, yeah, you're right. I was like watching a therapy session, but like a real down and dirty therapy session. Like no like coddling. Like this is it. We're gonna fix you.
It really was like this hard-hitting dialogue, which was delivered flawlessly by Zendaya and Coleman Domingo. I should say Emmy award-winning actress Zendaya. But yeah, I can't believe the believability. That's what you were saying is that it looks so natural. You just thought you're just watching two people have a session. It's just Rue and her sponsor, and I can't believe it. I'm still in shock about it.
Yeah, I thought it was just going to be like a little 5-minute scene, or not even 5 minutes, just like a brief like check-in, and then go back to like the rest of her normal life.
But didn't it feel like it wasn't even necessary? Like this was completely perfect. Just the two of them. We had a little bit of the Jules at the beginning, which was like a little sweet fantasy that I was like, I had to pull myself out of and be like, wait a minute, that's not real, right?
I know. That's the thing is like, I was watching it and I was so disoriented by it because I was like, wait, this is not where we left off. Where are we? What's happening? And it was so full of joy. Like I felt such joy and happiness. It was almost like I was on drugs. I was like, oh no, this is fake.
Like you were euphoric, right?
Yes.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And so we really we only had 4 characters because then that actress that played the waitress who was counting her tips was captivating and amazing. Yeah. It was like a perfect episode. It was perfect in my opinion.
It really was.
Yes, the cinematography was so intimate, and the way it almost made you feel uncomfortable at the very end when the director and just like slowly zooms into Rue's face. I mean,
yes, in the car on the way, and like it just made her look so abstract, like the different angles and through the windshield and then the lighting. It was kind of like showing like all the like the different parts of her personality that I think are gonna get like maybe revealed hopefully in the next season. Like she's so complicated.
She really is. Yeah. And it's like to pick that up with just sometimes she wasn't even saying anything. Sometimes she was just making a face or looking, or when he would ask her a question and she'd be real deep in thought, just to convey like the kind of like lost soul that she is. Like I felt it. I was right there with her. I'm super impressed by it. I don't know, because it isn't the same like you were saying. It's not like the poppy music and then like the colors, and it was just simple and to the point. And the way they talked about addiction was kind of in a way I've never really heard of before, that kind of conversation. I don't know. It's almost like eye-opening. It was just like this really big, like deep dive into addiction that it's like opened these doors in my head that I never even knew about,
I agree. I totally felt the same way.
Yeah. Wow. If this is any indication of how season 2 is going to be, like, I'm super more extra excited about it.
Exactly. It totally made me so excited for what's to come. Like, I can't wait. And I'm scared that it's going to be a really long time.
I know. I mean, I think that there's going to be a part 2 of this special episode, so that's
Mhm,
great. And I think
mhm,
based on that little extra that I watched as well, the
mhm.
director said that it's going to be Jules, right? The other half of this.
Yes, that's what I got too. It
That's
has
what I'm
to be, right? So
suspecting.
then it's gonna be like the other side of the story because I like how that he said that too, where he's just like, well, now we don't really trust Rue because of course, like her version of the story is gonna be like her perspective.
Yeah.
So I'm dying to see Joel's perspective.
I know. I can't wait. It's just so nice to see these characters and actors
I
again.
know.
This was a
Totally.
nice little early holiday present for us.
It's a Christmas episode.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy? I like that it's not like any other Christmas episode you've ever seen
Exactly.
before.
Yes.
Yeah. Gosh, it really is like extraordinary like artistry. I always say it. There's something just so artistic
Yes.
about it and they didn't even
Hmm.
have to like decorate it with anything. It's just
No. Mm-mm.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can go on and on just saying how amazing it is, but yeah, I can't wait for part 2.
I know. Same.
All right. Well, let us know what you thought of this very special episode. Comment below and then like and subscribe. And then we'll see you next time when we review the special episode part 2, hopefully Jules.
Yes.
All right. See you then. Bye-bye.
Bye.